Hello, YouTube. This is free from the trap ministry. This message for hip hop and Hollywood. This message is for hip hop and Hollywood. Jesus Christ want me to share this message. A wake up call in hip hop and Hollywood. A wake up call in hip hop and Hollywood. So I'm on here to speak to those in hip hop. In hip hop and Hollywood. A wake up call. A wake up call. So that's what I'm on here to share. I'm on here to hip hop, those hip hop artists and hip hop, with the explicit lyrics. A wake up call in hip hop in Hollywood. Jesus Christ wants to deliver people in hip hop who chase temporary desires. So this message is for the artists in hip hop who are chasing temporary desires. For the ones in Hollywood, Hollywood in hip hop. Wake up call. A wake up call. So I'm in 1 John 1:15. It says, on not loving the world. Do not love the world, anything in it. If anyone loves the world, for the love of the Father is not in them. Everything in the world is the lust of the eye, the pride of life, bragging. The pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the world. The world and its desires pass away. So, the hip hop, the explicit lyrics, the explicit movies in Hollywood, I'm just sharing what God told me to share. I'm praying for the artists in hip hop who try to justify what they put out. And I'm praying for Hollywood. It's temporary. It's temporary. The lyrical content in hip hop is temporary. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You can't take that with you when you leave this earth. It's all temporary. The world and its desires are passing away. The lust of the eye, the pride of life, boasting, bragging about what you got. And those lyrics do have an effect on the mind of young men and women. They do. I'm praying for those in hip hop who try to justify what they put out, just so they can get a lot of money causing clothes. I'm praying that Jesus Christ will deliver you from chasing temporary stuff, the lust of the eye, the pride of life. I'm praying for those artists in hip hop and in Hollywood who are chasing temporary desires. The world and its desires are passing away. I'm praying for Snoop Dogg. I'm praying for Percy Miller from No Limit. I'm praying for him. I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness lead him to a spirit of repentance. Repentance means letting God change. So I'm praying for Percy Miller and Snoop Dogg. And who else? I'm praying for anybody else out there in hip hop who is chasing temporary desires. The world and its desires are passing away. I'm praying for Dr. Dre. I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness will lead him to repentance. Chasing temporary stuff. The world desires don't last. The lust of the eye, the pride of life. It's all temporary. It's temporary. So I'm praying for Dr. Dre. I'm praying for Percy Miller from No Limit Records. I'm praying for Snoop Dogg. I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness will lead into repentance means letting God change it. Thank you. So I'm praying for a wake-up call. A wake-up call in hip-hop and Hollywood. Jesus Christ wants to deliver people from chasing temporary stuff. The world's desires are no good. The lust of the eye, the pride of life, it's all empty. It's empty. It's empty. I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness will lead to repentance. They will let God change their thinking. This is set free from the trap ministry. For real freedom is only in Jesus. The world's desires are no good. It's all temporary. Jesus Christ raised better to have a relationship with Christ. Bye-bye.